Hey, welcome back to the Gratuor Loft television program. Once again, it's July the 2nd, 2022. Still trying to organize, getting a little bit done. Come along with me. I'm mainly organizing magazines today. So, is there water in that bottle? Yeah, got some water because organizing magazines is a back-breaking process, and you need lots of water. Moving magazines, it's like some boxes, same thing with comics. Some boxes will be very light and some will be very heavy. And the other day, during the Four Color Fossils show, there was some discussion about how modern comic books are heavier than older comic books as far as when you pick up the boxes. And I don't really, new comics, I try to stay away from them. But what I've noticed is if you're trying to pick up a magazine box that's filled with Playboy, it weighs like 3 or 4 times. It's like picking up a box of records. Some books, or the type of paper, or how dense the paper, I don't know what it is that makes some books are heavier than others. Anyway, let me make a call. As usual, we got a call to make sure that we're going live. So hold all calls, all transmissions, please. Thank you. All right. So once again, we are ready to mosey on up to the upstairs area. So, isn't it a wonderful day, ladies and gentlemen? Very beautiful outside. Nice and cloudy, gloomy. So, let's sally forth. All right, so we're going to step into the elevator, ladies and gentlemen. So, make sure to keep your hands and feet to yourself, motherfucker. Pardon my language. All right, so we're on the 2nd floor of the Gratuor International Building of Trade, but we want to get up to the 3rd floor. So we pull this cord and we start heading on up to the 3rd floor. I did 2 shows before this earlier. I did not mean to do 2 shows. The first show ended prematurely, and the second show, same thing. I meant to make one long show, and it's just not working out. Shit. Too quite a phrase. All right. So I just got lots of boxes of magazines to go through. Shiza. There we go. First thing I got to do is take this Santa Claus here and put it in the Christmas bathroom. We have a bathroom on this floor where it's Christmas 365 days a year, and that's where he belongs. Okay. Let's see if I can find a good place for him. All right. So what's on the radio? There's always good stuff on the radio here in Mount Gratu, Georgia. Oh, and this Go-Go Girl print needs to go into the Keen kid type room over here, the 70s room. You know, Margaret Keen, this is not a Keen painting, but she kind of pioneered the big-eyed look. She passed away the other day. So I'll put this here ready to be hung up. So those are going to be hung up. We've got this is actually the guest bedroom. So yeah. And these magazines I'm sorting are going to go in this closet back here. It's one closet, it goes across. So with no further ado, let's start organizing. Sorting comics and magazines. Some of these comics will be resold that I have duplicates of, or I don't have any idea why I ever bought them or traded. I may do like an auction or some kind of sale of some sort here on the Garage Orloff channel. Because, trust me, we're not in very good economic times, and yeah, and things are supposed to get worse as the summer goes on. I don't know. I'm hearing rumors that things will get especially bad around August, September, October. That's the rumor. Who knows? Maybe things will get much better here under the Biden regime, or whoever's controlling Biden. I mean, he's just a puppet. How about that? All right, so here's a modern comic version of the Freedom Fighters, which was a comic from right around the time of the bicentennial, where the United States had lost World War II, and these heroes from, I think they were from the Quality Comics label, like Uncle Sam and Doll Man, and you know, this other alternate Earth were fighting. It was a great comic. I have not read this modern version, New 52 kind of looking thing. Okay, Freedom Fighters. There we go. This is what the real Freedom Fighters look like. The one from the 70s looked like that. That one I can recommend to you without any reservation. The modern one, I have no idea what it is. It's probably all woke and a bunch of bullshit. Here's an Alex Ross cover of the Justice Society. I don't know the quality of the insides. I'm just filing things and then I'll read them later. But the great thing about a financial collapse coming, I've got plenty of stuff to read while the world burns and suffers and starves to death. And the only problem is we're probably going to need to drive over and stock up on food here pretty soon. Fuck is this Squirrel Girl shit? Why do I even own this? Squadron Supreme Squirrel. That's probably my only Squirrel Girl comic. I have no idea how it manifested into this collection. Um, you know, saw rumors on YouTube yesterday, probably not true, that, there's a She-Hulk TV show coming soon, that throughout the show, well, it's a spoiler if it's real. I don't know. Does anyone even care anymore? That all throughout the show there's some secret client that's sending her messages because, she's a lawyer. And then at the second to last episode, you find out it's Ben Grimm, the Thing. And then in the last episode, he appears as the Thing and fights along with She-Hulk, supposedly as a lead up to the Fantastic Four movie. And then the rumor is that Daredevil, who is also a lawyer, appears in the series. And there's possibly a team up between all three of them against whatever villain. I think it's the Abomination. Probably all bullshit, but I heard it yesterday on YouTube from some idiot, or maybe some wonderful person. Why do I assume everyone's an idiot? Here's the new Teen Titans, number 38. We got a lot of Teen Titans comics to file. Oh, England Teens auction is tonight. I Love Comics is his YouTube handle. He has an auction every Saturday night, and he was giving us a preview on Wednesday night during the Four Color Fossils show, and it looked like he had a few really cool books. Or a lot of really cool books. Listen to me. This is hard on my neck. I gotta get these books up higher. This is how I wound up in the chiropractor's office back in Grotuville, because I was doing too much comic book organizing, and just it's rough on your I got like some arthritis back here apparently. So anyway, there's Fantastic Four, $2.99. Yeah. How about that, man? That's amazing. What a rare comic. Nobody has a Fantastic Four, $2.99. It's super rare. Here's a crossover between Batman and Archie. How about that? Oh God, it hurts. Oh. This box is labeled Fanzines. It's that robot from Charlton that Metarog is named after. The How and Why Wonder Book of World War II. All right. And then some copies of Sick magazine. Sick magazine, April 1976. At that point, it was being done by Charlton. And so you put that in the other room. Earlier on, that's issue number. I don't think they even tell you. Because they figure this isn't being read by collectors. This earlier sick is from the early 60s. Special nostalgia issue. So it's the same magazine, but it was being done by different companies and completely different people. You can tell it was better in its early years. Here's a copy of Mad that I need to put in the other room with the Mads. Remember Comic Scene? I need to read some of this stuff. Look at that. How the Teen Titans have changed George Perez's life. He just passed away, unfortunately. Here's some cracked magazines. Or, as they put on there, cracked Mazagine. And the X-Files. So let me put those to the cracked. This is like a hodgepodge box. April 1977, Playboy Girls of the South. Okay. I don't know why those are in a fanzine box. Here's another issue of Comic Scene. This was put out from the Starlog people. Okay. This issue of Shut. Oh, my wife is calling. This is an issue, a back issue. Where was I putting those? I think I was putting them in the other room. I can't answer the phone call, so I'm gonna go up and see what's up. Let me put the phone in here where you can enjoy some music while I go see what my wife is up to. All right, we'll be right back. I've returned. You know, I need to start organizing these comics up higher, kind of like this, and then I will. Oh, you hear that fucking cracking? Shit. I can't take it anymore. All right. So we're trying to sort through books and comics that have become out of order. Okay. Oh, here's an eerie publication. Weird. Look at that. That's a box. There's a box in the other room for that. Here's Famous Monsters of Filmland. Here's the the Atlas imitation. This is from Atlas, their imitation of Famous Monsters. Here's Terror Tales. I got to take these in the other room and get them in the right boxes. I knew I was missing books when I was showing these the other night. Show Scream. Creepy. Here's Shriek. Oh, I knew I bought this right before I left Ratuville. It's an issue of Mad, EC Mad. And I thought, well, where the hell is that? I was just thinking that last night when I was trying to fall asleep. But I knew I had another EC Mad. Look at this issue of Crazy, Marvel's Mad imitation. What's cool is that it shows him reading. Oh, I see. He's got bales and bales of Mad magazines with real covers. Like that's like a 1967 cover. I think the one with No, and there's the Paper Moon cover from around '73, and so that was from about, that issue came out when I was about in '73. But anyway, he's choosing to read Crazy rather than Mad. And here's cartoons, which is I don't even think this is listed in mycomicshop.com. It used to not be. Maybe it is now, but I don't even think they bother listing this. But it's and then there was also drag cartoons. Yeah, this box is a real hodgepodge. Oh man, what are these comics? Here's Shazam number 14. And the Green Arrow. Reprinting these late 50s Green Arrow comics. I'll put that over here. The Shazam. Here's another retro fan, Vampirus Carmilla. Okay. just saw a bunch of these Penthouse in the 90s put out Penthouse comics, and they it was really good art. It just like had Gray Morrow here. I mean, stuff I can't really show on camera, but yeah, I know I have some others in another box. You know, these were there's some issues of Cracked. These are later 90s issues. I need to take all this stuff in the other room. Ugh. All right. Okay, I'll put these eerie publications books together. Wait, I see. This is becoming a real nightmare. So what are you guys doing today, man? So Savage Sword of Conan, number 4. Let there be light. Now the world's deadliest fighting secrets can be yours. The Supreme Grand Master of the Black Dragon Fighting Society brings you the forbidden secrets of Dim Mak, the Death Touch. The deadliest man alive, bringing to you these forbidden and ancient fighting arts, is the Supreme Grand Master of all the fighting arts, Count Dante, who won the World Overall Fighting Arts Championship Master and Expert divisions after defeating the top judo, boxing, wrestling, karate, gung fu, aikido, etc. masters and death machines. On August 1st, 1967, the World Federation of Fighting Arts crowned the Count the world's deadliest fighting master. The world's deadliest fighting master. Beautiful art.
Hi, this is Dick Clark, adding this happy note to Donna Lauren's song. Relax, refresh, and enjoy Dr.
Look
Pepper.
at this, man.
For fun-filled flavor and lighthearted lift. Not a cola or a root beer, Dr. Pepper and Diet Dr. Pepper are distinctively different for today's light and lively taste.
Relax, refresh, enjoy it now. It's Dr.
Oh my God. Oh, it hurts so much. Ah. Oh, here we go. I found the box of Erie publications. Famous monsters. Those go in the closet. I know where those go. If I just had more bookshelves, man. I've got all these things that are on top of books, and all these books that are on top of book boxes, and I need to move them. What the hell is that? Why do I have this? Heart Fund, Mr. Vern Nicholson, Rural Route 2, Malvern, Iowa. Why is this envelope? I think I know where this came from. It's like they're wanting money, but this is clearly from the 1960s. Because look, the phone number is Atlantic 81. I bought a bunch of magazines, movie magazines, from a store in Council Bluffs, Iowa. This must have fallen out of one of the magazines. But can I throw it in the trash? Of course not, because I hold on to old things. Like, why do I have this? This must be my wife's, I guess. I don't know. It looks like it's for glasses. To put your glasses in. I don't know why it's in my comic room. I have no idea. This, I believe, is the sequel to Silence of the Lambs. Look at this guy that wrote it, man. He looks pretty scary. I don't know. Haunted Holidays from the Discovery Channel. Why do I own this book? I have no earthly idea. An ad. That was pretty expensive. $150 from an Atari. This is a magazine I used to do with my students. It was called Bulldog. And I'd reproduce old ads from comic books, and it was the students writing in it. But I would reproduce stuff and ads. See, there's a kid doing a comic strip about Pokemon. This is from October 1999. See, some kid wrote about Britney Spears. And yeah, I had all kinds of... I was trying to get the kids to like to read and to be published writers, you know. Here, My Fantastic Life Story by Ricardo Gonzalez. In 1862, I was born in a hospital in the middle of the Civil War. The second I was born, I knew I was going to be a special kid. However, there was nothing special about 1863 when my mom died. I knew what those things coming out of their eyes were. They were tears. I asked them why they were crying. They sobbed, "Your mother left us and went to a better place." In 1864, another tragedy struck, and I was left in the hands of my sister. Then in 1865, I was left by myself and had to raise myself at age 3. At age 4, I went to preschool. 1 year later, I was shot by a radioactive bullet and became radioactive. Then at age 7, I developed a metal-like body that was harder than steel and as thick as a board. When I was 8 years old, I managed to survive a crashing meteorite. Then I was the only human alive in Texas. This is written by a 6th grader back in 1999. 5 years later, my identity reached Mars, and I was abducted by aliens and lost my first life, which I got when I turned radioactive. I was dead for a year, then I revived. I returned to life just in time to save Mexico from total destruction, which would have been caused by aliens. I managed to kill the aliens, but they managed to barely kill me. Also, both the aliens and I died. I wasted my last life saving Mexico. I went up to heaven and saw some old friends, including my family. 1 year after my final death, I became a legend all over the world except Texas. Someone wrote about Backstreet Boys and NSYNC, lowrider cars. So I have an ad for the next issue. See, I was reading Edgar Rice Burroughs stories with the students, which is why they were able to write like that. Now it seems to be all SJW woke stuff that's being taught in schools. But here's a girl writing about Edgar Allan Poe stories and how much she loves Edgar Allan Poe.
Here's Donna Lauren.
Yeah, someone writing about Ed Big Daddy Roth. I would teach them about all the important cultural things. Ah, shit. Anyway, enough about me bragging about how wonderful a teacher I once was.
And enjoy Diet Dr. Pepper too. Same great flavor and lift.
Now I'm just this. Oh, goddamn. Oh. Now I serve no function in society. Except being a patron of a barbecue restaurant 3 nights a week. That's all I do to help society. Well, I had a problem with my driver's car door. You know, the window motor stopped working a long time ago. But during the course of the move, driving back and forth from Texas to Alaska here, where I moved to here in Alaska. It was a long drive, and at some point, I don't know, the door handle of the Subaru just broke off. Like, it's made out of cheap plastic. So my friend, being like MacGyver, managed to get the handle and screw it back in just as a temporary fix. So I was able to and also use duct tape. And so I was able to open the door to my car. But then, at a certain point, about a couple months ago, the handle completely broke off. So now if I was ever in a wreck, I can't get out of the car, I can't roll the window down, I can't open the handle, I'd have to break the window out, and climbing to get out of the car, I have to climb over the shift, trust me, it's not fun. Oh my. And so anyway, I went to the body shop, only body shop in town, and they said, come back on July 1st at 1 o'clock, and I should be able to, because I said, well, could you take the handle from the back seat and put it on the one in the front seat, and then someone won't be able to get out of the back seat, but they can just slide across smoothly to the other door. They don't have this console, to get over. So he was able to do that. It only took him about 4 minutes, and then and he said there's no charge, and he didn't charge me for it. So that's great. So now I can get out of my car, because now, in order to get out of the car, my wife would have to walk around the car and open the door like I'm the king of Grotuville or something. Which is embarrassing for her and for me. So that shit got fixed. Like you care. Here's Unknown Worlds of Science Fiction. It's a Marvel science fiction comic. Oh, God. Oh, this artwork is some great. This is Frank Bruner. It's Smash Gordon. Look at this artwork, man. That guy was great. Where are the great artists now? Where are the Mike Plugs and the Bernie Wrightsons and the Neil Adams and they just don't exist. Oh, there's Ray Bradbury on a bike. I guess he could get around. I know he never learned to drive, but I guess he could get around on a bike. Oh man, this box is heavy. That Guanajuato. Here's the crazy magazine from Marvel where it looks like they're hijacking a copy of Playboy. My mother's eyebrows went up over that cover. There's another issue of Crazy. It was good for about 10 issues, as I recall. Okay, I'm just going to put some of these magazines in there. Here's another issue of Sick. Another one, Sick. Savage Sword of Conan. Where's that other one I was just showing you? This is number 12. This one's number 4. Here's number 18. These are just some ones that I got somewhat recently. Oh. This is an underground magazine I used to make called The Sophisticate. I'll do an episode. I realized I'll do an episode about these. I showed them to you before. I'll do an episode about these soon. Right now my back hurts too much. Yeah, I was wondering where these were. This is a really cool thing I'll show you too. It's a magic catalog. And here's a magazine for magicians called Genie. It's from September 1970. There's another issue of Cartoons. Get that over there. There's a wrestling magazine. Then there's some National Lampoons in here. Oh, this is like a National Lampoon box, and some other stuff got put in. How did this even happen? And there's some random comics in the back. Oh, this is great. This issue of Dragged Cartoons, Batman and Robin. And some Hot Rod magazines. Everything is so mixed up and disorganized in here.
Relax, refresh, and enjoy Dr. Pepper. For fun-filled flavor and light-hearted living. Not a cola or a root beer. Dr. Pepper and Diet Dr. Pepper are distinctively different for today's light and lively taste.
This is great. The flavor fine. It's Dr. Pepper time. It's Dr. Pepper time. It's Dr. Pepper time.
This is the 5th term inaugural issue for JFK's first 6,000 days. I don't know why these National Lampoons are in this box. Yeah, well, I'm getting some organized. I remember seeing this cover on the newsstand as a kid and just thinking it was amazing. So I want to look at the inside of it. The art in these skywalled horror mood publications always looked rather European. Here's a story about the comics industry. Hold on. I'll try to do this. The Comics Macabre. I guess I haven't read this in years. I guess that's supposed to be Frederick Wortham. I don't know. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah, this looks very Warren-like here. The story artist Melo Centron de la Rosa Domingo Jose Gual Rubio Ferran Sostres Villamonte Cesar. August 1973. This is the first issue, Volume 1, number 1, special collector's issue. Yeah, they did a good job aping Warren. Looks pretty good. Oh man, shit. Scream. Shit, I'll put it back in its bag. What was it, August of 73? Is that what it said? Yeah, okay. I have a memory of seeing this when I was still in Virginia. So August of 73, we moved in the summer of 73 from Virginia to San Antonio. And so I must have seen it right before I left, because I have this very location-specific memory of this cover. Some comics take you back to a particular location. Some comics, you can even bring back a smell, a scent, a particular time of year when you remember reading them or seeing them on the stand and not being able to get them. Here's Wonder Warthog. This is from spring of '67. Yeah. The thing about comics, they're like music. You know, you hear a particular song and it takes you right back And I've always okay. I'm stopping because I'm starting to really get into some major pain. So that's a good time to stop. But as far as my philosophy on comic books is that comic books should bring you happiness. Or, you know, it should have brought you happiness as a kid. It should bring you happiness to see it again now. If you're just buying these things as a collector to resell them, you know, well, I understand that. But if you're buying them, if you think you're as a collector buying them to, I don't know what purpose it serves to collect comics if you're doing that. I don't even get it. Because to me, comics are like music, and they mark a particular point in your life. Now, of course, you can collect comics from before you were born, and they don't, you know, like if you were to buy Fiction House comics, or, you know, or Sheena, or Golden Age comics with, you know, World War II era comics, you know, obviously that's before my time. That's my father's time, and you know, I'm able. The reason I like those comics, not that I can afford them, but I can read a comic from that time period, and I can put myself almost like mystically put myself into the body of the kid reading that comic when it came out. I can because I guess because I'm so into history, and I know what it was like to be a kid in 1945, and what kids did, and what was cool kid culture, and I know what music was popular then, and I know what radio shows were cool on the radio, and I know what kids were into at the time. So it's you know, I can just I'm kind of there, but just to get a comic from the 40s and just like, well, it's in great shape. Look, there's no spine ticks. You know, I'm more have a whole different philosophy of things. As I pick up a particular issue of Spider-Man from the early 70s, you know, with the Jackal or whatever, that time period, and then I hear in my head, as I read it, I hear the Carpenters on the radio, which was, you know, and to me, that's all very important. The music that was popular at the time, all of that is all part of the experience. I could be a lot more eloquent about this if I wasn't in a lot of pain. I'm turning off lights here. Now I'm going to go down and try to relax a little bit. Yep. Can't reach down here to turn this light off. These are very classy lights. You see them sometimes at garage sales. Yeah, the type people that owned those lamps were not like the best people in the world, probably. In other words, they were scum. But now they're wonderful to me. Okay, let's turn off this. What? Oh. this is the last light switch. Yeah, I've got a lot of organizing to do, but I'll leave that for another day. Okay. Oh, wait, I didn't bring all the magazine boxes in. Shit. It gets hot in the elevator because it's not really that insulated. Let me bring all these boxes in. I'm just going to bring them in a few feet. Oh, this is a heavy box. This is what I was talking about. Some books are heavier than others. What is in this fucking box? I bet it's old Playboys. It's gotta be. Are we still broadcasting? I dropped my phone onto a hardwood floor. That was not... And it doesn't have a case on it. I'm gonna wind up shattering this phone yet. This is a shirt from when I was in 3rd grade. It's a wacky package shirt. Put that shit here. Okay. Oh, I wanted to see what's in this box. Here's Kamen Rider V3. Let's put him over here. Maybe I could put him up here. Yeah, he looks pretty cool up there. On top of the shadow box. Okay. What is in this box that is so damn heavy? It's Celebrity Sleuth. Yeah, no, it's not a nice magazine. That's a magazine where they show pictures of movie stars without clothing on. But it's they use the same kind of paper that Playboy uses. That's why it's so damn heavy. Okay. This is a heavy box too. Ayawala. Wanto wasanta balasanta wato wata. What's in it? These are 1950s girly magazines. I guess they use the same kind of, some of them use the same kind of paper that has the same kind of weight as Playboy. Do you remember these weird alien dolls that were out a few years ago? I don't think they sold too well. I bought all the ones I could find. Thought they were cool. Okay. Okay, let's turn off the elevator light. Close the door. Okay. Turn this light off. All right. I hear the music down here. It must have been an hour must have passed and YouTube must have paused. Damn it, I hate that. Yeah. Video paused. Continue watching? You dirty. I guess you can pay money to YouTube and they won't do these tricks to you. But, oh, I didn't check to see if there was mail today. Oh shit, it's even a James Bond song that get interrupted. I'm going to go back to the beginning of this album. I need to check to see if there was mail. Come along with me. Okay. So, there's two mailboxes. One is in the garage, and one is halfway down to the basement. And sometimes the mailman, or it might be a different mail person, drops it in one and sometimes in the other. So usually I have to check both places. So as we go down to the spook house, I was thinking, where did this drive-in sign go? It's like it's missing, and then I forgot that it was like right here. So sometimes things are right in front of my face that I think are missing. But I'm still missing a hot rod trophy and a Pebbles Flintstone doll I cannot find. I'm gonna take this trash out. Alright, let's see if there's any mail. No mail here. So now let's see if the mail is in the garage. All right. It's weird, we get this email. I don't know if it's something they just do up here or if my wife signed up for it. It'll show us it'll show us pictures of what's coming in the mail. And it was like they photographed the envelopes. So you have a preview of what you're going to get in your mailbox, but I didn't see any email come through, but then I have been doing these broadcasts on the phone. Okay, so here we are in the garage. And I see nothing over there. Nothing, I tell you. Off. Well, that was a bust. No mail. No mail. Not even junk mail. All right, so
you'll always remember buying your first car, but the things that last a lifetime are love and confidence. You can't buy those, but you can invest in them. At Interruption, our strategic investment approach can help you realize
So
reimagine.
So what's going to happen soon as we move through the summer? What is happening in our world? Is it all by accident? Who's behind it? Is it all Putin? It's Putin's fault? That's what we're told. But earlier, Biden said that this is just suffering we're going to have to go through to, get off of fossil fuels. But I don't think that the wind power and whatever else they have, the electric powered cars, they still need electricity. They're not ready for it, and it's all part of this plan to destroy our country. And I mean, I'm not even joking. It's in order to build something back better, if you want to build a better building, I mean, you got to tear down the old building. And they don't like our country, and they don't like how it runs, and they don't like our Constitution, and they don't like you. And so, just yesterday or the day before, Bill Gates was approved to buy thousands and thousands of acres of land, I think, in I forget what state, of farmland. He already owns tons of farmland, and China owns a lot of our farmland. And they're gradually burning down food processing plants. And, the theory is that there's going to be engineered famine and food shortages, and they're trying to bring us down a few pegs, And yesterday, one of Biden's people slipped and said it's part of the new liberal world order. So, I guess we'll see. But I wish, as far as today goes, I mean, comics aren't fun anymore. The old ones are. I don't hear any good music today. So I listen to this cheesy music from 50 years ago, this organ music. To me, it's far more entertaining than listening to the latest Beyonce sitting naked on a horse on her latest album cover. Cars aren't cool looking anymore. Architecture is ugly. Old architecture is beautiful. All these, I noticed a few years ago, they started making all these McDonald's, Jack in the Box, and all the Taco Bell. They started making them look like little prison cubes, like very horrible looking, institutionalized, no decoration, nothing. No, one of the things that was so great about the old days was neon light. Damn, what is the deal with this fucking... It looks like I'm frowning all the time, and a couple of years ago, this just... Maybe it's an... Is that a wrinkle? Or is it like it looks like I'm constantly frowning. Damn. Anyway, so... I don't know what to think. At least we're out. We found a place where there's pretty much no crime, where people don't really even need to lock their doors. There's probably a few meth heads, but there's not going to be riots here based on something that happens somewhere. It's just something you see on television, but it's a beautiful town. It's I mean, but you can't just like go to a Taco Bell. Not that I really should do that. I've stopped drinking soft drinks. I've got to cut out all sugar altogether. I've got to get back in better shape. If I ever was in good shape, I can't, because I don't know if I can even trust doctors anymore. It seems like it's all part of the same thing. Um, so, but I would love if you guys wanted to trade, you know, if you've got monster magazines or old humor magazines or cool old comics that you aren't interested in, that maybe you got in a package deal, I'd be glad to swap with you, or trade, or buy things. I don't have a whole lot of money because I'm on a retired salary, and the bills are starting to get really high. But I would love to have a way to get new comics from the collection. But I used to buy records and CDs all the time, and I don't anymore because just about everything's just on YouTube, and I just record it off of YouTube. But I feel like I miss that, collecting that stuff. Although I don't really have room, and um, I probably should. I don't know. It's just kind of depressing. Um, when does this disc end? I got an hour and 46 minutes left. I don't know. Um, anyway, I recommend that. I recommend that you listen to the Oregon Jukebox channel here on the wonderful YouTube. Um, I guess I'll be seeing you guys. Take care.